Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. If this video has found you, there's a message here for you, but please take what resonates and leave the rest. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about karma, what karma actually is, okay? Now we understand karma as cause and effect, right? Or what you give out comes back to you. But the word karma literally translates to action, okay? In practical terms, karma, the energy of karma, primarily functions as a metric for social engagement, right? An energy exchange. Now, in the spiritual community, we often associate karma with negativity, but in reality, karma is just cause and effect, right? What you give out comes back to you in its most basic essence. There are three subcategories of karma, which basically describe the type of person you are and how you play out karma or how karma plays out in your life. The first term is vikarma. Now, vikarma is acting with complete disregard to anyone but yourself. Okay, it's the lowest level of activity. And this is what we call the karmic, the narcissist, the psychopath, right? This is the person that engages in activities that cause bondage and suffering. These tend to be very dangerous people because they lack empathy. And they're karmic in this way because it stems from childhood trauma or childhood wounds. But as hard as it is for us to believe, some people's life purpose is to be an asshole. Okay, to be the thorn in your side. You know, these people, it's very hard for them to heal or be rehabilitated. But like I said, from a higher perspective, this is necessary for balance, okay? And whoever this person is, they may have made some good choices in a previous life. They may have been a good person in a previous life and may have consciously chosen before being incarnated into this life to work out a lot of their bad karma, right? And they have to do that by doing bad things. Now, karma kanda is somebody that emphasizes with actions and rituals aimed at achieving material benefits as opposed to spiritual growth. So this is manipulation, right? This is giving to get. It's not as bad or detrimental as being a vikarmic, but it's not the best either, okay? Because you're giving just to get something back. So this can be compared to tithing in the church, okay? People tithe because the Bible tells them to give them a tenth of their increase, right? But people are not necessarily tithing to support the church. I mean, let's just be real. We're tithing because we think if we give, we're going to get back to us 100-fold, multiplied, running over. Let's just keep it real. In the Vedas, which is an ancient yogic text, this is represented with sacrifices and basically, like I said, actions aimed at receiving material benefits, right? So this is like fulfilling duties, rituals, going to church every Sunday, doing these duties because you feel like you're obligated to in order to get blessings, in order to get what it is that you want out of life. Okay? Ceremonial practices, which in some instances can obscure higher truths, right? So that's the religious person. They're always going to church. They're, at church every time the doors open, but they're not applying these things practically to their life, or they're so religious that they're not able to really function in society well. They're not really comfortable in other social interactions. Other people aren't comfortable around them, okay? And then there's akarma, which is giving without expectation, right? You're giving because you just want to give. You're giving because you want to bless somebody. You're not expecting anything in return. And this is also giving to people that can't do anything for you, right? So this is charity work or giving, even giving $20 to a homeless man on the street. Now, you might know that homeless man is going to go smoke it up or whatever, go get drunk, but that's not your concern. You gave that person that $20 because you wanted to give it to them. You weren't concerned with what they were going to do with it. You weren't concerned with how it was going to make you have $20 less in your pocket. You just gave to that person because you wanted to. All right. Now, we can go even deeper, right, with the 12 laws of karma, which I've listed here. And most of these come from the Hindu and Buddhist practices, but this will give you more details on how to live your life and how to apply karma, right? But remember that at its basic level, karma is action, cause, and effect. But we all have our roles to fulfill when it comes to karma. So even if we might not understand somebody else's journey, we can respect it, maintain healthy boundaries if that person's not on your path, and that could include cutting that person off. But respect people and respect their path, all right? So I hope this video helped you to understand karma from a higher perspective and its purpose. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.